In fact, we have a great leader coming. We have the Prime Minister of Pakistan coming and the Field Marshal. Pakistan Field Marshal is a very great guy, and so is the Prime Minister, both. And they're coming, and they may be in this room right now. I don't know, because we're late. And I said maybe they'd like to join they actually may be somewhere in the beautiful Oval Office. Yeah, please.
Donald Trump made Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir wait for 30 minutes at the White House. But it's a meeting that New Delhi was nonetheless watching closely, especially since US-India ties have been seesawing for the last several months. And this was the second time that Sharif was meeting Trump in as many days. He was among the Arab Islamic leaders that the US president met in New York on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly. The US traditionally viewed Pakistan primarily as a strategic security partner in South Asia, first during the Soviet occupation of Afghanistan and then during the so-called War on Terror. That relationship collapsed over time with growing evidence of Pakistan supporting terrorism, especially after American forces found Osama bin Laden living in Abbottabad in Pakistan. Trump has himself in 2018 claimed that Islamabad had given Washington nothing but lies and deceit. But US-Pakistan ties have warmed up in recent months after Trump returned to office. Trump thanked Pakistan in a March speech to the US Congress for its support in combating terrorism.
America is once again standing strong against the forces of radical Islamic terrorism. 3.5 years ago, ISIS terrorists killed 13 American service members and countless others in the Abbey Gate bombing during the disastrous and incompetent withdrawal from Afghanistan. Not that they were withdrawing, it was the way they withdrew. Perhaps the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. Tonight I am pleased to announce that we have just apprehended the top terrorist responsible for that atrocity, and he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American justice. And I want to thank especially the government of Pakistan for helping arrest this monster.
Then in May, Trump announced a ceasefire between India and Pakistan, a claim that New Delhi has repeatedly denied.
On Saturday, my administration helped broker a full and immediate ceasefire, I think a permanent one, between India and Pakistan, ending a dangerous conflict of two nations with lots of nuclear weapons. And they were going at it hot and heavy, and it was seemingly not going to stop. And I'm very proud to let you know that the leadership of India and Pakistan was unwavering, powerful, but unwavering in both cases. They really were, from the standpoint of having the strength and the wisdom and fortitude to fully know and to understand the gravity of the situation. And we helped a lot.
Pakistan, in turn, backed Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. In June, the US president welcomed Pakistani Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir. It was the first time a US president had hosted the head of Pakistan's army, widely regarded as the most powerful figure in the country, at the White House, unaccompanied by senior Pakistani civilian officials. In July, US and Pakistan announced a trade deal with a 19% tariff rate imposed by Washington. The 19% tariff rate that Trump has imposed on Pakistani goods is the lowest of all South Asian countries. A high-profile signing ceremony at the Pakistan Prime Minister's residence in September provided a glimpse of the country's new offer to the US. On the 8th of September, 2 memorandums of understanding were signed. The headline agreement on Pakistan supplying critical minerals and rare earth elements to the United States. A US firm is investing $500 million in Pakistani minerals. Pakistan's minerals promise could play a key catalyst role. Washington is seeking sources of minerals and rare earths it views as essential to industry, defense and the clean energy transition. And Pakistan may be an attractive, if as yet under-tested supplier. Roughly a quarter of Pakistan's landmass contains rock formations with a strong likelihood of hosting critical minerals. Much of the potential lies in Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and the remote highlands of Gilgit-Baltistan, areas that face harsh terrain, grave security concerns, or even both. The critical minerals deal with the US could also test Pakistan's geopolitical balancing capabilities like never before. Over the past decade, Pakistan has deepened economic ties with China through the $62 billion China-Pakistan Economic Corridor or CPEC, a network of infrastructure projects. Chinese investments, particularly in Balochistan, have provoked local resentment, where residents accuse Chinese firms of stealing local resources, and nationalist rebel fighters have repeatedly attacked Chinese personnel and installations. For Beijing, security is a primary concern, and the arrival of US investment in the same regions could complicate an already fraught picture in provinces such as Balochistan.